Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's market analysis and trading update. I'm your host, Mr. Vago. Yeah, it was a very interesting day in the market just before Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. The market closed slightly down on the session. A few things I wanted to point out today, which is in the semiconductor industry. So if we are moving over to the semi, it has been very weak in the last few weeks or so. And obviously, Nvidia took a dive while the broad market was going up. But looking at this wick on SMH, we obviously can tell, okay, that was down and down and down on the increasing volume that is, and another big leg down. Breaking the support level, however, found support close that wick just right above that 200 days moving average. So it is very likely that we can see a bounce on the last day of the trading of the week or maybe early next week. But that would just be a bounce, guys. This is by no means a break of structure to the upside. When that happens, we will notify that on the channel. I think it will at least have to take the SMH ETF to be closing above 20 days moving average to really consider calls. Now, while we're having this, that there's a potential bounce in the coming days, we also want to point out Applied Materials. So it has been holding very steadily, right? I mean, obviously, we'll be making lower lows and lower highs, but we found this huge wick, which is like really corresponding to what we're seeing on semiconductors ETF. So consolidation, huge leg up, and then slowly sold down, but getting met by bull demand. And also, BX Trender also turning that, hey, the sellers, I mean, the buyers are accumulating at this stage. We are looking very good. This is where you would start adding larger uh, positions. Obviously, if you're moving over to 2 hour chart, pretty good buying, got rejected on 2 hour moving average, but the volume was relatively low, so we want to have more concrete evidence to know that, hey, the selling has concluded. So we move over to 1 hour chart. Obviously, you don't want to see a bunch of green candles moving to the north. What you want to see is the weakening in selling pressure, and you do see that we closed this one, that a doji start, and then found support at the very same support level, maybe a little bit below that, and we ramped up, and then we got sold down, but very low volume, and then the market just picked back up. So if you are a little bit conservative about playing chips today, I would say maybe wait until the hourly close above this 200-hour moving average to consider calls, but this is looking very good to me. And Meta, yes. So I can speak for next week. I still really like want to see how we close on the week, and the weekly close is gonna provide more color on the movement going forward in the next few months or next few weeks. But the daily close very good. We found support on 20 days. I'm sorry, 100 days moving average, and on the lower volume on the short side. The extender also have been accumulating on the buying. If we go over to 2 hours, obviously a pretty back sell, but found support. Doji found support. Still very early to say that if we're going to make a higher high, which is at about $577 level, but it is very likely if Nvidia doesn't crash on Friday, the broad market is able to move up. If possibly like going over 6,000 points again, then I'm sure Meta or even Applied Materials will make another new high on this trending channel. Now, if you're looking at 1 hour, it's even more convincing because we sold down, we sold again. Now, Doji on the declining volume, we bought up, and yes, that's a pretty nasty reject on the moving average, 200 hours moving average, but the market was not able to push it down any further, and we just bought back up on a very nice volume during the last hour of the session. So this is also looking very nice. Qualcomm is very similar. It has been on a downward channel, but a rebound can be happening as we speak right here. The close is very much similar to applied material, which is why I was referring to SMH. If this is going good, then the whole market in the semiconductor sector is going to be benefiting from that. So at this stage, because of the broader market and semiconductor sector, that correlation has really been increasing. So if you're playing chips, you definitely have to look at SMH as a whole. Um, so if we're moving over to 2 hours, maybe not as good as applied materials because what you really want to see is a small red candle, not like a bunch of green candles consecutively. That doesn't tell you anything. That could be a trap for all we know. But this is still looking good as long as SMH can have some healthy rebound in the next few days. I think with Applied Materials and Qualcomm and the whole market as a whole, and for big tech, Meta is gonna be our pick. And once again, this is not any financial advice. You are trading on your own risk, and I'm just providing you of what I see in the market and some of the opportunities that we may be considering of taking in the next few days. And that's a wrap for me. And once again, to all of you out there, happy Thanksgiving. Take care. Happy trading. I'll see you next time.